Hello and welcome back to the Quick Slant on Green Bay Packer Nation and greenbaypackernation.com. Today we're going to be discussing the big news in Packerland about Aaron Rodgers' new contract. Since most of you have probably heard the new contract terms, I'm just going to briefly touch on them in case you haven't heard yet, and then we're going to move on to talk about the ramifications this might hold for the Packers and Packer fans. So before we get started, though, as always, I do want to let you know, if you're new here and haven't subscribed, we'd love to have you hit that subscribe button and tap the bell notification so you get notified when we post a new video. So let's start with basically just kind of touching on the contract terms themselves. The contract for Aaron Rodgers is for $134 million. He gets $100 million guaranteed, and of course he wants more than just what he's guaranteed to get. If all is said and done and everything works out the way Aaron wants it, he could earn a maximum of $180 million. So a really substantial contract. By the end of 2018, he should get paid, I think it's $68 million by the end of 2018, and then by March of this coming year, that total should be $80 million, which is extremely substantial for Aaron in light of the fact that his current contract had him slated to earn $19 million. So it's a pretty good jump for Aaron Rodgers. And, you know, ultimately it puts him where he should be as the highest paid player in the league. Earlier today, the Packers traded Brett Hundley to the Seattle Seahawks for, I believe, a Seattle's sixth round pick in next year's draft. And you can drop a note in the comments. Let me know if I'm off the mark on that. I believe that's the deal that we got for Brett Hundley. Kind of what I expected. We've been talking about the Hundley-Kaiser competition and Boyle doing quite well in his time on the field in the preseason. And through all that, I really felt like we wouldn't have gotten Kaiser if we didn't intend to keep him. So I really had a feeling that this was Brett's last chance to show something in the preseason and get a chance to make it with another team, which apparently he's going to get a chance to do now in Seattle, backing up Russell Wilson. I kind of expected we were going to keep Kaiser, of course, keep Aaron Rodgers, and then trade Brett Hundley for something, whatever we could get out of him. And then I expect that Boyle will end up on the practice squad, and hopefully we can kind of hide him there because I really liked what he did. Very accurate passer and very Aaron Rodgers-esque in a lot of his play. That said, in the trade of Brett Hundley, we didn't really free up a lot of cap space there. However, and we haven't been able to verify this yet, but the whispers through the NFL newswire is that the Aaron Rodgers deal actually will free up about $15 million in cap space for the Packers. So that brings back into question what we've all been kind of mulling over for a while now. Are the Packers going to be pursuing Khalil Mack to see if we can bring him on in light of Jake Ryan's injury and in light of the fact that he's just an outstanding player and could help us tip the scales and get back to the Super Bowl? If it's true that Aaron Rodgers that Aaron's new contract has freed up $15 million, if we were, and don't hate on me for saying this, but if we were to trade Randall Cobb to Oakland, for instance, and get a contract with Khalil Mack, Cobb's contract is the second biggest contract as far as cap hit on the Packers roster right now. Aaron Rodgers is the only other contract that hits our salary cap harder than Randall Cobb's, and it drops quite a bit from there to Clay Matthews. So hypothetically, if we were to trade Randall Cobb to the Oakland Raiders for Khalil Mack, we would have a lot of extra cap space to work with. I know Khalil Mack wants quarterback-type money, and we would be able to negotiate a contract that's probably a lot closer to quarterback-type money than probably Oakland is able to do. So that, I kind of want to just toss that idea out and see if for you that changes your thinking on whether we have a chance to bring Khalil Mack to Green Bay or not. I for a long time thought, yeah, there's talks. Yeah, Vegas has got odds that say that the odds are greater that Khalil Mack will end up in Green Bay than in Oakland. But I still very highly skeptical that a deal could be made because he was going to want so much more money. But now with the moves that are happening, it's starting to make me wonder, and I kind of wonder what you guys think of that as well. So drop some notes in the comments. Let me know what you think about what Aaron Rodgers' contract negotiation means for the Packers and whether or not you think we might be able to reel in Khalil Mack. That's it for the show, guys. If you have been enjoying the show and want to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/PackerNation and become a patron. And until next time, go Pack.